It's the same ego that's feeling the sense of attachment or sense of separation. You need the I. I want to say I am good. But I don't want to be bad. What will be the response? It's not either or. You will have to get rid of the I. Good and bad both will go away simultaneously. One cannot be separated from the other. I like being in the light, but I don't like the darkness. Have you ever seen darkness slowly going away and the light slowly walking in? Have you ever seen that happen? You turn on the switch. Going of the darkness and the coming of the light is a simultaneous act. One cannot be separated from the other. So the third lesson in experiencing true love, watch your anger. And anger is always a reaction. Anger will always be the reaction. That's why I share this metaphor all the time. And for some of you, it may be repetition. That a meditator goes to his master and says, I am meditating exactly the way you taught me. Every day. Regularly. But the moment I come out of my meditation room, my wife makes such a sarcastic statement that everything is lost. I get so angry. Would you please tell my wife that I'm not doing something bad? Why should she be sarcastic about it? And he said, you're absolutely right. I know. Why do you think I'm not married? That problem exists. I'll come and talk to your wife. Let's go. So he takes a rope and a bucket and starts walking. On the way, they find a well. And he tells his disciple, wait, I need to get some water from the well. So he throws the bucket in the well. There's a lot of noise. He pulls the bucket and there's no water in the bucket. He takes the bucket and the rope, put it on the ground, take off his shoe and start beating the rope and the bucket. Why didn't you bring the water? Why didn't you bring the water? The guy is completely confused at what he is doing. Beating a rope and a bucket? He looks into the well and the well is dry. He said, hold it, hold it. What's the matter? Why are you beating a rope? The well is dry. How could there be water when there's no well, water in the well? What is their fault? And he looks at him and says, what are you doing? I'm doing exactly the same. What you doing? He said, I don't understand that. He said, look, your wife could be a rope or a bucket. If there was no anger inside you, anger could not come out. You just said that. If there's no water in the well, no matter how many times you throw the bucket or the rope, there's going to be no water. You said that. So, isn't it true? If there was no anger inside you, no matter how many times your wife make a sarcastic statement, anger won't come out. So why are you beating your wife? Beat your anger. Look inside you. Anger belongs to you. Wife may be the reason. She may be the cause of showing you that the anger still exists. So that you are not in an illusion that since I'm meditating, I don't get angry. Every time if you come out, she reminds you, look at your anger, it is still there. So your meditation hasn't helped you yet. Don't work at your meditation, work at your anger. Because that is what meditation is. Meditation is not sitting down and saying Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. That's not meditation. Meditation is working on what is inside you. Your ego is inside you. Your attachments are inside you. Your anger is inside you. Your desires are inside you. Your greed is inside you. You can say, well, look, the lottery is $500 million. Would I be crazy now to buy a ticket? So value of your greed comes out when the price becomes $1 billion. As simple as that. If it was 100 million, you wouldn't buy the ticket.
We don't sell out cheap around here.
All it did was show you that your greed hasn't gone anywhere yet. It may have changed its face. Similarly, when a friend presents you with a situation, all it is doing is act. When you react, it is an opportunity for you to see that energy is still with you. It isn't gone. It got suppressed for a while. It changed its face. It turned into anger, got modified. It became vindictiveness. It became jealousy. It took many subtle forms, but it is basically your anger. Recognize it. Own it. It is yours. And until you own it, you cannot take the next step. If you blame the other, well, you are the cause of this. I am only reacting. But reaction is your responsibility. And 90% of your life is not acting, but reacting. Your life quality is determined by your reactions to someone else. If you watch your reactions prior to acting out, now that's the key. You cannot change the reaction. Oh, I'm sorry, I was too angry. If you have already slapped the child because the child made a mistake, and then you say, honey, forgive me, I was angry. He's already hurt. He's already crying. The hurt has been done. You're saying sorry is not going to bring it back. What will bring it back? How will you solve this problem? Child makes a mistake, your immediate response is to get angry. That's what you do today. You yell and you scream and you curse. But what if you saw your anger as it was arising in you? As the child is not listening to you or misbehaving per your definition, child doesn't know that I'm misbehaving. Child is just being a child. But if the mother or the father watches it and then watch the anger, he is misbehaving, my anger is coming up. If your attention goes to your anger, I'll guarantee your reaction will change.